Welcome back to New Rockstars. It's me, MT, and where the hell was Qui-Gon Jinn the entire time Obi-Wan needed him and his long bearded guidance, huh? Like, why did you wait to the very end of the season after Obi-Wan got his ass dragged in the sand by your supposed chosen one to show up, huh? Well, I personally think that this makes perfect sense, actually, and is very much in line with what has been established in previous Star Wars canon. And I'm about to tell you why, my nerd babies. But first, let me tell you why you need to pick up our latest obsession shirt inspired by Obi-Wan Kenobi. And the reason why, the show is over. So this latest obsession shirt is about to disappear into the cosmic force. So be sure to pick up one of our latest Obi-Wan Kenobi shirts or our newest Miss Marvel shirts inspired by Miss Marvel. Really dope shirts, always over at newrockstarsmerch.com. Pick one up today. All right, so the reason why I believe Obi-Wan Kenobi could not see the force ghost of his former master Qui-Gon Jinn was because by living in isolation and not trusting a single damn soul that wasn't a space camel, Obi-Wan Kenobi cut himself off from the very source of the force that Qui-Gon Jinn's force ghost is now directly tied to, the living force. A crucial part of the force that Qui-Gon Jinn loved talking about back in his day when he was alive. Like, what is this term living force anyway? Well, Yoda had that question at one point too, but lucky for him, the voice of Qui-Gon Jinn from beyond the grave gave Yoda an explainer in episode 11 of season 6 of Clone Wars.
A force that consists of two parts. Living beings generate the living force, which in turn powers the wellspring that is the cosmic force. All energy from the living force, from all things that have ever lived, feeds into the cosmic force, binding everything and communicating to us through the midichlorians. Because of this, I can speak to you now.
Before he died, Qui-Gon Jinn learned the force is actually comprised of two symbiotic parts, the cosmic force and the living force. And the living force is what lives in every single living being in the galaxy. And it's this energy field that the Jedi and Sith manipulate for their own purposes. Like, it is the invisible energy of life itself that is given to all force sensitives regardless of religious affiliation through the little microscopic sentient and intelligent organisms that live in the cells of every living being throughout the galaxy called midichlorians. Now, look, I know some of you out there really don't like the concept of midichlorians, but whether you like it or not, midichlorians are actually central to the entire Star Wars mythos. Because like Qui-Gon Jinn said, they are responsible for life itself, giving life the energy it needs to survive. And like Qui-Gon Jinn tells Yoda in Clone Wars, midichlorians themselves are born from the other complementary side of the Force, the cosmic force, the part of the Force that all living beings in Star Wars go when they die, and a place that exists outside of space and time that binds the universe together. So basically everything that lives eventually dies and goes into the cosmic force, and then the cosmic force influences the midichlorians, and the midichlorians create life in the universe. Basically like a yin-yang situation. The living force flows into the cosmic force, and the cosmic force flows back into the living force. And the cosmic force is extremely important to Star Wars because this is where the will of the force lives. Like, this is what becoming one with the force means after you die. It's becoming one with the cosmos. And when your living force energy becomes one with the cosmic force along with every other being that has ever died, your living force energy now goes into the cosmic force, helping the cosmos manipulate the destinies of all the living people according to the cosmos's own plan for the universe. And Star Wars tends to call this cosmic plan for the universe the will of the force. Like, in pretty much every piece of Star Wars media, you hear that the destiny of the galaxy is guided by the will of the force. And you see that the Jedi are constantly meditating to try to get some type of magical insight from the cosmos about what is happening in the galaxy. This is the cosmic force speaking to the Jedi with, and this is very important, the help of those very helpful living force midichlorians in their blood translating what the cosmic force is saying. Like, remember that moment from the end of The Rise of Skywalker when Rey hears all the voices of the past Jedi giving her encouragement as she stares off into the stars? Those Jedi died and were one with the cosmic force, and were using Rey's living force midichlorians to produce the sounds within Rey so that Rey could hear them. Like, midichlorians are the bridge between the dead and the living, and also the bridge between the force user and the force in general, because the midichlorians give users force powers. So this being said, when Qui-Gon Jinn died in The Phantom Menace, his life energy that was tied to the living force transferred over to the Cosmic Force. And since afterlife Force Ghost energies of the Cosmic Force can only communicate through living Force midichlorians, if one severs one connection to the living through years of isolation on Tatooine, losing all their hope in people more and more by the day, your connection to the living Force midichlorians is going to be weak as hell because your connection to the living is non-existent. Like, it was only through meeting Leia and Luke that Obi-Wan was able to fully restore his connection to the living Force, because Princess Leia reminded Obi-Wan of the value of connecting with the living. And it wasn't until Obi-Wan freed himself from being so preoccupied with thinking about the betrayal of his dead Padawan failure, Anakin Skywalker, and learned that the living can not only be trusted, but also inspire a new hope for the future, that Obi-Wan was able to reconnect with the living Force midichlorians within his body, which allowed him to see his old master, Qui-Gon Jinn. And this is what the main importance of Obi-Wan breaking out of his Rocky Vader tomb in the finale was. His experience with Princess Leia gave him hope for the living and the hope for life in general. And that specific reawakened connection to life allowed Obi-Wan to use his living Force midichlorians to the absolute best of his abilities, which is why we have never seen Obi-Wan Kenobi so damn strong in the Force before. Like, he lifted so many rocks and he threw them out Darth Vader and Vader couldn't do shit. Like, Leia's love was like rocket fuel for Obi-Wan's midichlorians and they just ate that shit right up. So yeah, Qui-Gon Jinn was right. He didn't go anywhere. Qui-Gon, now being one with the Cosmic Force, was now everywhere and always with Obi-Wan. It was Obi-Wan himself that needed to change his receptiveness to the living in order to restore his connection to the living Force via his living Force midichlorians. And it is through the living Force that you can see Cosmic Force ghosts like Qui-Gon Jinn and be attuned to the will of the Force in general. But that is why I believe Obi-Wan Kenobi could not see Qui-Gon Jinn until the very last moment of the finale. But what do you guys think of the finale in general? Let us know in the comment section below. And of course, you gotta let us know what you guys think of the finale, because, like, my God, I'm still thinking about that days later. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can follow me at MasterTainment on Twitter if you want to see me tweet some weird shit and some really fun theories. But more importantly, you can follow New Rockstars wherever we are on social media. Make sure you hit that notification bell on YouTube so you can get notifications every time we upload a video. And of course, again, hit up newrockstarsmerch.com to pick up our latest accession, Obi-Wan Kenobi shirt, because that shirt is going away like very soon. But I love you guys so much, and may the Force be with you. That's Star Trek. Goodbye.